Sigma females are brilliant. They think deeply. They create new paths. They see connections others miss. They often work alone, trust their own instincts, and make decisions based on meaning, not just money. But even with all this intelligence, many Sigma females find themselves struggling financially. From the outside, it doesn't make sense. How can someone so smart, creative, and visionary not be financially successful? The truth is, it's not about lack of talent. It's about patterns, habits, and mindset traps that many Sigma females fall into without realizing it. They don't chase money like others. They don't play the game. They don't sell themselves just to move up. And while those qualities make them powerful in one sense, they can also hold them back. This video breaks down 6 real reasons Sigma females stay broke, not because they aren't capable, but because their mind works differently. These aren't flaws. They're patterns. And the more aware you become of them, the easier it is to change course. Let's get into the 6 reasons that keep even the most brilliant Sigma females stuck financially. Reason number 1, overthinking choices instead of taking action. Sigma. Females don't rush. They think, so go plan research, and reflect. That habit makes them wise, but it can also become a trap. When a new opportunity comes up, they don't jump. They pause. Then they pause again. Then they ask, what if this goes wrong? They overthink everything. Should I start that business? Is now the right time? What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I'm not good enough yet? What if I need to study more first? All that thinking sounds smart, but it often leads to no action. Meanwhile, others with half the skill are already out there making moves. Imperfect, messy moves, but moves that lead to income. Sigma females tend to wait until they feel ready. But with money, readiness doesn't always come. You learn by doing. You grow by trying. And the longer you wait, the more you miss. This habit doesn't come from laziness. It comes from fear of failure, fear of being seen, fear of not being perfect. But while she's protecting herself from embarrassment, she's also missing her shot. Opportunities don't wait for perfection. They show up, and you either act or let them go. And overthinking is the silent killer of financial progress. That's why this reason keeps so many Sigma females broke, not because they lack ideas, but because they never hit go. Reason number 2, perfectionism delays opportunities. The Sigma female holds herself to high standards. When she starts a project, she wants it to be flawless. When she launches a service or creates something, she wants it to be perfect from the beginning. That sounds noble, but it stops her from getting started. She'll work on something for months, then scrap it because it's not quite right. She'll rewrite it, rebuild it, question it, and before long, she's delayed so many times that the world moves on without her. This perfectionism is often rooted in fear. Fear of criticism, fear of not being taken seriously, fear of looking unprofessional. She'd rather stay quiet than show something that feels unfinished. But here's the truth, money doesn't wait for perfect. Success comes to people who move, improve, and grow in public. Not those who hide behind edits and rewrites. While she waits to get it just right, someone else is out there trying, failing, learning, and making money. The Sigma female often forgets that her version of not ready is still better than most people's best. But because she can see every flaw, she assumes others will see it too. She doesn't realize that people respect effort, not just polish. They want to connect with someone real. And if she never releases her work, she never gives them that chance. Perfectionism may feel like discipline. But in business and money, it's often just another word for delay. Reason number 3, discomfort with self-promotion or selling yourself, Sigma. Females don't like spotlight. They don't enjoy bragging, exaggerating, or pushing their image just to get attention. And in a world where self-promotion often drives success, that discomfort can be a real block. Even when they're brilliant, skilled, and fully qualified, they struggle to talk about it. They might downplay their talents, avoid sharing their wins, or hide their offers because they don't want to come off as pushy. They often think, if I'm good enough, people will notice. But the truth is, most people don't notice what you don't share. In today's world, even quality needs visibility. This discomfort makes them invisible in the spaces that matter. While louder voices dominate the conversation, the Sigma female sits back, waiting for someone to recognize her value without her having to say a word. That rarely happens. She might have a business but struggle to promote it. She might create content but feel too awkward to share it. She might do great work but never ask for the raise or recognition. This isn't a skill problem. It's a mindset block. She doesn't want to sell herself, but selling isn't about lies. It's about showing up and saying, I made this, I believe in it, it's worth something. Until that shift happens, her talent stays hidden. And hidden talent doesn't pay. Reason number 4, prioritizing values over profits in every decision. Sigma females don't chase money blindly. They care deeply about what feels right, what feels aligned, what makes a difference. They want their work to mean something. And they will turn down opportunities if something feels off, even if the money looks good. This is one of their most beautiful qualities, but it can also lead to financial struggle. They might refuse jobs that conflict with their beliefs. They might turn down partnerships that don't feel honest. They might avoid certain industries, trends, or shortcuts because it doesn't sit right with them. That kind of integrity is powerful. But it also means they walk a harder path. A slower one. One where they build everything from the ground up, with truth as the foundation. The problem comes when that value-first mindset blocks them from taking care of their own needs. They give. They sacrifice. They help others grow. But they forget to charge what they're worth. Or worse, they don't charge at all. They tell themselves, it's not about the money. But money is still part of life. It's not evil. It's a tool. And it can't support your purpose if you're too afraid to ask for it. Sigma females must learn that making money doesn't mean selling out. You can stay true and still get paid. Reason number 5. Fear of dependence or debt holds them back, says Sigma. Females want full control over their lives. They don't want to owe anyone. They don't want to rely on others. And they definitely don't want to be in any situation where someone else has power over their decisions. This deep need for independence can become a financial block. They avoid borrowing money, even for smart investments. They refuse to ask for help, even when it would speed up their success. They avoid collaborations or partnerships because they fear losing freedom. To them, financial independence means doing it all alone. And while that sounds strong, it can also be limiting. Some opportunities require trust. Some growth needs capital. Some risks need support. And when you avoid all of that to stay safe, you also avoid the growth that comes with it. This fear of dependence can also keep them small. They stay stuck in safe jobs, or limit their goals to what they can afford out of pocket. And while that feels responsible, it also slows them down. The truth is, independence isn't just about doing it alone. It's about having options. And sometimes having options means being willing to let go of full control for the sake of something greater. Until she learns that lesson, the Sigma female may stay stuck, not for lack of ability, but from fear of needing anyone at all. Reason number 6, lack of financial education in practical money matters. Sigma females are often brilliant in big-picture thinking. They understand psychology, philosophy, strategy, and complex systems. But when it comes to personal finance, things like budgeting, investing, taxes, or pricing their skills, they're often left in the dark. This isn't because they're not capable. It's because no one ever taught them how money works in the real world. In many cases, they grew up being told to focus on doing what they love or being a good person, not how to handle income, grow wealth, or plan for the future. They may have even been shamed for wanting more money, as if it meant they were greedy. So they grow into adults who understand everything except how to keep, grow, or multiply their earnings. They might make good money, but spend it just as fast. They might avoid looking at numbers because it brings up shame or confusion. They might delay investing or saving because they don't know where to start, and they don't want to ask. The Sigma female is used to solving problems on her own. But money education isn't just instinct, it's a skill. And when that skill is missing, no amount of brilliance can replace it. The good news is, this is the easiest thing to fix. Unlike mindset, this is just knowledge. And once she commits to learning, her natural intelligence kicks in fast. She doesn't need a degree in finance. She just needs the basics. And from there, she can turn her power into true freedom. Sigma females are not broke because they lack talent. They're broke because of hidden habits, mindset traps, and gaps in practical knowledge. They overthink. They delay. They avoid the spotlight. They choose values over money. They fear dependence. And they were never shown how money really works. But brilliance is still there. And once these blocks are faced, everything can change. The first step is awareness. The next step is action. Let us know which of these reasons sounded familiar and what you're ready to change.